want to ask it in front of a bunch of people. But I just wanted to say, you made a deal with Chris the other day. Will you make a deal with me?
What's the deal?
Okay. You give me a valid mailing address, and I'm gonna send you a Trump shirt. So when you do that live with a Pokemon hat, you at least have a Trump shirt on.
What kind of Trump shirt are we talking about?
The finest. I will pick out only but the finest for you.
Oh my god. If he ever sends me that Pokemon shirt, I'm gonna get my own Trump shirt. I'm gonna get America. I'm gonna get what is that one shirt called? Someone said I should get a what's the Golf of America shirt.
If I can
That's a
find one, I
better
might.
deal than the president is making Maxwell right now.
Is the Maxwell deal? Did he make that deal, or did the DOJ make that deal?
He didn't even make that deal. He ain't even making them deals. You think Trump is sitting around a prison all day negotiating with Maxwell? You
That's my
gotta be
point.
joking me.
That's actually my point right there. I don't think he's wasting any time with it. Even though they want to tell you Trump did this, Trump did that. But yeah.
They say everything the federal government did is Trump.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
They said, who tells the DOJ what to do?
That's like they say that Trump has all of his stuff made in China. And I'm sitting here thinking, well, what is it that I can buy from Trump that's made in China? And I researched it and looked it up. And the only stuff he has that like you or me would buy is like souvenir stuff that's the equivalent of a merch line. And
They act
so the
like
man,
Trump owns a Walmart or something. They're like, all the stuff Trump
yeah,
sells.
yeah. And then
Like
they're
what?
also,
Is there a flat screen TV that he got on his website that I didn't see yet? Like, what am I missing?
yeah, where's the Trump flat screen at? And then they want to say that Trump employed it. See, they make shit up. They take a story and they alter it. And it's like, for instance, Trump employed a bunch of illegals, okay, at his golf courses. Now they say his golf courses. Which golf courses? I think he owns one or two solely, but the majority of them is owned by a group of people, a group of investors. So for someone to say that Trump hired a bunch of illegals to work his golf courses, they're going to have to prove to me that Trump did the interview and Trump did the hiring. Someone else did that, not Trump. So stop with the bullshit. Oh, but Trump owns 22% of it, or Trump owns 50. I don't care. Trump didn't do the hiring. Someone else did. And they should have been smarter than that.
I
And there's
like this
actually,
comment. I just want to let you great men know that you're doing God's work and deserve an amazing future. Amen. And God bless you.
thank you. Thank you. It
Another
means a
one
lot.
said, you guys are great. Don't censor them, Dirty Money. Let them talk. Let them speak. Let's let complete freedom of speech roll in here. I don't care if they're trolling, as long as they're not, calling us PDF files or any of that weirdo kind of activity that we don't condone. Let them
Past
speak.
rated R. Past rated
Anything
R.
that's, rated extreme R, you
Yeah.
remove them. But if they're just saying they don't like Trump, I don't care. Let them stay.
I wanted to so bad. I've been like last week, I bet you I timed out Omar like 3, 4 times just because it put a smile on my face.
It makes him cry. It really does upset him.
And yesterday almost did it again, and I didn't. And I just said, look, I said, I should have completely banned you for the pornographic image that you posted, regardless if it,
Pornographic, corn, yeah.
yeah, cornographic. And I didn't. I said, so let's just learn from this experience and move forward from here on out and try and show each other a little bit of respect. And well, we'll see. But he's got a bad heart on for me. Like most of the time, I'll just go into these chats and I'll put a post up, and I'm not even addressing anybody. I'm just putting a post up, and I'll get like 6 people just ganging up on me, just one after the other, wanting me to answer their questions about it or whatever, or listen to some smart comment they have. So they have a bad heart on for me in the Discord, but I don't care.
Let these people talk. If they want to say Hitler, Nazi, I don't care. Let them talk, guys. Everyone just tone it down. Please don't remove anyone out of chat right now. Let everyone speak. Not a single moderator should be removing anybody. Nothing is crazy here. Don't abuse your powers.
I
Otherwise,
have
I'm going to start taking away moderator powers because this is ridiculous. We need the people to speak.
yeah, and we're big boys.
JD
We
Vance is covering for him. That makes no sense. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. That JD Vance has
The
been
moderators should do less removing of people and more telling people if they have any comments, questions, anything they want to talk about, they can drop a super chat. But other than
eh,
that, we don't need you guys removing anyone like crazy at the moment. Let these people speak. Ice
yeah,
is
I guess. And when
amazing,
you do
brother.
it, and when you do, if and when you do it, try just a timeout first, like a short timeout.
Do like a 60-second max, but don't even be doing all that.
Yeah,
What do you think about people attacking ICE agents recently? More and more every single day. They
I
weren't
think it's
attacking
stupid.
ICE under Obama.
I think a stupid person is born every day. I think it's stupid
Biden
because
isn't going to run in 2028. You're trolling.
I hope Biden runs in 2028, him or AOC, for an easy win.
We
God,
get it. You love Joe Biden. That man is unfortunately sick. Unfortunately, I wouldn't wish that kind of stuff on anyone. If Trump was you guys would be praying, please, God, take Trump off this earth. Hell no. That's
see,
disgusting behavior.
I'm a bit saltier than you. Biden destroyed my mom's 401k when she was retiring. I mean, just destroyed it. So here's where I'm at on Biden's health. I'm not going to wish it on him, but I'm not going to wish it off of him either. I'm just going to let nature and karma do whatever it is that they're going to do to him, and I'm going to stay out of it. I'm not even going to feel. I'm not going to. I'm not. I can't feel bad for him. Maybe I'm a horrible human being, but I can't feel bad for him. He's not felt bad for my mom. So I don't know. But I never claimed to be a good human being. I'm just a human
Biden
being.
2032, he's going to be over 100 years old in 2032.
He'll be cyber Biden.
Cyber Biden for president.
Yeah, 1/3 robotic, 1/3 Democrat, and 1/3 decrepit old man.
Guys, every month Donnie Trump is bringing over 100,000 plus jobs back into the country. What is there upset to be? There's nothing to be upset about.
Well,
He,
that steel mill here, like I said, they'll hire people right off the street right now because the steel's booming, and it's even brought jobs here to Knoxville that we didn't have before. They do not have enough people. It's crazy. I mean, literally, they will just hire you if you've got air in your lungs.
Trump has not destroyed anyone's 401k. This is destroying your 401k, 4% in the last 6 months in gains. That's destroying your 401k. My bad, guys. I didn't realize
Trump
that.
didn't destroy 401k. Biden destroyed 401ks. My
Biden did
mom,
destroy 401ks.
yeah, he was like a 401k shit seeking missile.
You guys never wore Democrat hats because it's embarrassing. The majority of Americans voted for Trump, not Democrats. We're
If
actually
they don't like,
proud about our party. We're not scared to talk about our political opinions outside
if
of
they
the
don't like
internet.
the, if they don't like the outcome, they should have got out and actually voted. And then again, maybe they voted as hard as they could. I think that's the case, though. I think they did vote as hard as they could. But it's going to be a lot more difficult for them getting out and voting with all their voter base being deported back to south of the border.
Yup, that's exactly why they want us to stop deportations. We're getting rid of their voters. If we keep deporting people, then, you know, they're not going to have any voters left.
Yep. And
But if
hopefully
you
by
guys
then
have
we'll
any
have,
questions, comments, anything you guys want to talk about, let us know. Either drop us a really good comment, we'll read it out loud, or drop a super chat. All super chats are read out loud.
hopefully by then we'll have voter ID. I can't believe people think voter ID is racist. I mean,
No one wears a Democrat hat because you knew your candidate was going to lose. Why would you
actually,
invest money in a hat when you know they're going to lose? That's just stupid. That makes no sense.
I don't think they ever did the hat. I think they did the mask.
This guy said, "Where did I get this graph from? It's way off." Buddy, this is the stock market literally yesterday. I took a screenshot of it. It's literally live. It's not from a source. It's not from New York Times. This is directly from the stock market. What they're telling you, this graph is way off because
Oh
CNN
my
told them
God.
that the stock market is down. Buddy, I went on the stock market application and I got the numbers. This is the market right now. This is not
Graham,
some.
I will refer you to this. No amount of evidence will ever persuade an idiot.
That is hilariously true.
Mark
Guys,
Twain.
if you have Robinhood, if you have Fidelity, I got this directly off the stock market. I didn't get this from New York Times, CNN, Fox News. I got this directly from the stock market, and they're gonna tell me, "Oh, that's fake news. Where did you get that news article from?" My guy, this is not a news article. The stock market is doing well. Jobs are doing well. It's hilarious. You can literally show them a picture of the stock market and its performance in the last 6 months,
That's
and
fake.
they'll ask you, "Where did you get those statistics and those numbers from? Did you get it from Fox News?" No, I
Got it
got
from
this
them.
directly from the stock market. It's like that fella yesterday. He was a Democrat. I honestly cannot fathom that he pays for any bills. He doesn't buy his own groceries. He doesn't live by himself. He doesn't pay any of his bills because he told us, he said, eggs are so expensive. They're $16 a dozen. $16 a dozen?
Where does he live at?
I don't know. I looked on Google. Not even in Hawaii or California. It's not even half that price.
I could
So
see
I
him
don't
being that
know.
expensive in Alaska.
Supporters of the hat. Hell yeah. Much appreciated. They
Gave you a lot,
love
brother,
Trump
the
and they
road.
love the hat. Tariffs work amazing. If tariffs don't work amazing, why is the stock market up?
Yeah, if tariffs don't work, why is our local steel processing plant like overwhelmed with steel right now? You know, we bought a truck this past week from a company called Fitzgerald because they make specialty trucks. And the sales rep for them said that they were fixing to start using Alcoa aluminum wheels, which are badass looking wheels, on all their trucks because the steel wheels are just more expensive than those. Those steel wheels are made in China. And I'm here to tell you right now, Chinese steel's junk anyways. They shouldn't be putting uh, cheap Chinese steel in something as important as a commercial vehicle's wheel.
How do you feel about Trump though putting those nuclear submarines? I know I already mentioned it, but what do you think? Trump was talking, or I mean, Russia was talking crap. Wasn't even a current Russian leader. It was a former Russian leader talking crap about Trump, and he just pulled up with those nuclear submarines.
I love it. You got to make examples. You got to draw your line in the sand. I love it. But he's friends with Putin, you know. I mean, hey, it's pointless because they're such good friends, you know.
They talk every day on the phone. They're besties, obviously. If Trump was scared of Putin, why would he pull up on his territory with a nuclear launching submarine?
If Trump was afraid of Putin, why would he give Ukraine more weapons? Which I don't agree with, but he did, didn't he?
He did. He sold them weapons, I believe. If you guys
That's
have any
it.
questions, comments, drop some super chats. I don't know why this guy is spamming. The stock market went down 1% yesterday. Okay, this is from yesterday as well. The stock market is up in the past 6. You guys voted for a PDF file. What do you got to say to that, Eric?
I say you're full of shit and you don't know what a PDF file was if they had you teaching you shit when you was a child.
Listen,
That's what I think.
it's innocent until proven guilty. I've had lawyers on here say it before. Chris is a lawyer. He did not vote for Trump. He lost, you know, he doesn't support Trump. And he said it's innocent until proven guilty.
That's the way, you know what? He's right and he's wrong. That's the way it's supposed to be. We all know that's the way it's supposed to be. Everybody knows that's the way it's supposed to be. But with certain people, it's guilty until proven innocent.
But this media crucifies him. It straight up
Yep.
crucifies you.
And it ain't right. It ain't right.
Is he guilty in New York? No, those are fake charges. They had to change the law to prosecute him.
But hey, Letitia James married her dad to get favorable loans for her property in Virginia. And then you've got Adam Schiff. What did he did some kind of finagling with Fannie Mae to get favorable bank loans.
Latinos for Trump. I love that. I love
Yep.
Latinos for Trump. You guys want to know a fun fact? More Latinos voted for Trump than Harris. Even with all the illegal immigrants, more Latinos voted for Trump than Harris.
Here in Sevierville, we had Koreans for Trump. And I so bad. I wish one of y'all, one of the Sevierville Koreans, was in these chats right now because I so bad want to hook back up with you all. They supported Trump so strong during his campaign. They was out on the streets all the time pushing for Trump. Those were some Americans.
Arabs for Trump.
Hell yeah. Hey, there's plenty of room over here.
Arabs for Trump. Okay,
You know,
Rooters, we got you. The stock market goes up 1% one day, then the next day it goes up 4%, then the next day it goes down 2%. Yeah, we understand how the stock market works, brother. You don't
I'm
got
here
to
to
keep
tell you,
explaining it.
if the stock market was to crash tomorrow, I'm telling you, I'm buying in. If it was to crash 30% today, I'm buying in.
Now, 30%, that's a stock market crash. But 1%, you guys are literally have never even owned a stock in your life. Trump loves the uneducated. You guys prove it. Prove it. First off, we ain't uneducated. Second off, you might be a little bit surprised this bearded fella actually went to a nice private school. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Went to 2 private schools.
I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about. Trump loves the uneducated. The uneducated ones are saying the stock market crashed because it went down 1%. Just think about this. Use basic common sense. If something goes down 1%, does that mean it crashed? Probably not.
Hell
If the
no.
first digit is a 1, it probably doesn't affect it too much. Just in case you guys don't know basic math or numbers. We got lots of new jobs. I think we got even more jobs than the 174,000 they reported.
Yep. And everything trickles down, you know. And here's the other thing. It's just like the guy that was telling me about the steel, the steel boom going on right now. He's from New York. He said he made $135,000 doing what he does up in New York, which is just working at an asphalt factory. But by the time he paid his gas taxes, his state tax, and everything else, he was left with about like $40,000 a year. He comes down
Jesus.
here, he makes less than he did up there, but he takes home $55,000 a year, almost 60. That's a big difference. And then he even pointed out, he says, and then everything down here is so much cheaper. The food's cheaper than up there. So,
Hell
you know,
yeah.
it really ain't necessarily the amount you're making, it's the amount you're able to hold on to. I guess one smart fella out there in the chats the other day said, it's not what you make, it's what you save. And that makes perfect sense because that he's saving more money down here than he did up there.
8.7% sales tax in New York. Yeah, that's absolutely a ripoff.
Well, see,
That's
we
why
have
we
a
ne-
10.
that's why we need less Mandamis and we need more Trumps in New York.
Well, we've got a 10% sales tax here in Tennessee, but we don't have a state income tax. We do
Yeah,
not pay.
Florida doesn't have a state income tax either, but we do have a sales tax that's like 5 or 6%.
Yep.
But it's still lower than New York,
Yep.
still lower than California.
Yeah. See,
If you guys have any comments or questions about the job market, about reality, this guy has information about all over the country. You know what I'm saying? He knows people. 8% in Georgia. Jesus. Does Georgia have state income tax? Put those PDF files in the wood chipper. You know, I
hey,
was
now,
looking through my channel yesterday. A lot of people that watch my channel actually watch JD Delays. So that's pretty cool to know.
I like JD. Now, I don't agree with everything he says because he's not a politician. I do believe him when he says he's not Republican or Democrat, but his views
He
are a
wouldn't
lot
vote
like
for
mine.
Harris though. He wouldn't
He,
vote for Harris.
I don't see him voting for Harris, but I can't. It's innocent until proven guilty, you know. And I'm sorry until I see damning evidence against Trump for being something I don't believe he is. I'm not going to jump on that bandwagon. There's a lot going on that we don't understand or we have do not have knowledge of. You can't play poker showing your cards off. If you can, show me. Show me how. Yeah, JD Delay is a good dude. You know what? I might not agree with everything he says, but he's got a good heart. He's got an outstanding heart, and I believe in his heart he'll do what's right, and I can't fault the man for that.
Diddy was not made innocent. He has been charged with some felonies. Will he do 20 years in prison? Probably not, because he paid millions, probably $2 million a month in lawyer fees. Probably, I don't remember how long he's been in prison, but if he's been in prison for a year, I guarantee you Diddy has paid at least $12 million in legal
And when
fees.
he gets out, if people's buying his music when he gets out, they're no better than he is. That man's career should be washed up. But unfortunately, a lot of people look
And if
over
you're
stuff
going
like
back
that.
to the Diddy parties, you're a real sick individual.
Hey, I got thrown out of the Diddy party. They threw me out because I told Diddy no.
Damn.
He wanted to touch me where
Why
the
would you
fudge was
tell the
made.
diddler no? Huh?
He wanted to touch me where the fudge was made. Nobody touches me where the fudge is made.
Oh my god. TDS is real. Trump isn't pardoning P. Diddy. Stop with the lies. Trump isn't pardoning Maxwell. He's not pardoning P. Diddy.
They didn't like my white bibs either. I showed up in white bibs.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I was too country for them.
Nah,
I
that
was like,
would be freaking hilarious. If someone just pulled up a picture with you
if I could Photoshop it,
and
I
you just
would.
see you and Diddy next to each other,
If I could,
white
if I could
bibs, yeah.
Photoshop it, I would.
Nah, I definitely gotta Photoshop that. We gotta have a Photoshop expert join the Discord, so you know.
Hey, I will provide pictures for that. That would be so hilarious. But yeah,
They're spreading all these lies about California this, California that. How about the governor of California stop stealing your fire aid money? Gavin Newsom will never, ever become president.
what is it with these
Never
Democrats?
trust a man like Gavin that screwed his best friend's wife. Why would you trust a man like that?
Why is it that these Democrats buy up destroyed land like in Hawaii and California after the disasters? I feel like these disasters are created. I feel like the situation are created, like the situation that made the insurance companies drop all their policyholders before the fires happened. This is all fabricated. This was planned.
That's why California businesses are moving to Texas. Bingo. All the California and New York people are moving to Florida and Texas. All of them. But if you guys have any questions, comments, drop some super chats. Trump is innocent until proven guilty.
Yep, everybody is.
Except Diddy. He's been proven guilty.
Yeah, he's got the evidence out there, but it pisses me off about Bieber and Usher. They should be speaking out about this. And the way that
Bieber is
they,
scared of Diddy.
that's going to work against him because, okay, he didn't speak out against him per se, but when Diddy gets out, he didn't do anything to help him either. What's Usher and Diddy done to, or Usher and Bieber done to help Diddy? Nothing. That's just as bad.
Usher is the one that gave Bieber to Diddy. He's basically the one that's guilty of trafficking Justin Bieber into Diddy's hands.
That's sad. I didn't know that. See,
Yeah,
I thought
before
that
Justin ever met Diddy, he was hanging out with Usher, and
I
Usher
thought
introduced
Usher
Bieber to
I,
Diddy.
I thought that Usher got the Bieber treatment from Diddy when he was
He
young.
did. He got the treatment from Diddy. He was Diddy's first victim. And then he gave Bieber to Diddy.
Yeah, they need to do something about that. Somebody needs to do something about that.
We got a lot of anger in chat, but this guy is from the UK, so I'm just going to remove him now. He doesn't really
What
have
are
a
they
say in
angry
our
about?
politics anyway, so hasta la vista.
What are they mad
No,
about?
that stock market photo was accurate. It was literally from yesterday. The markets are closed today.
Are they closed
You were
today? Oh,
proven
it's
wrong.
Saturday.
You were proven to own zero stocks. Where'd you go? You're disappearing on me.
Who, me? Did I disappear?
Yeah.
I guess I did. I guess I did disappear. Sorry about
My
that. No, I
point
did.
is the job markets are doing great. More and more jobs every single month.
Yep. And I've seen an uptick in the steel market, physically seen it.
And
There's no doubt.
also, supporters abandon Democrats. Support hits lowest levels in more than 3 decades.
The market dropped $1,000 a share in April. How do you figure it dropped $1,000
It's
a
not
share?
April anymore, buddy. It's not April. We're in the month of August.
Well, Eric Klein, nobody's forcing you to watch it. I hope you're gone.
I love Trump. The TV does your thinking, brother. That's why you believe every single thing the news tells you. Retail jobs beat predictions. I'll answer any single comment you guys like. I read every single super chat out loud.
See, to me, a retail job is like a fast food job. A retail job, besides a manager, the retail job is just a bunch of high school jobs or a spare job, in my opinion. You want a job that pays a living wage, you're going to be like a uh, pest removing business, or you're going to be a tree trimming business, or you're going to work in maybe a factory, um, or truck driving, um, appliance repair, construction. Blue collar is a good area to go into right now. A welder.
This guy just wants a handout. He said if I work 40 hours a week, it should be enough. Enough for what?
What are you doing that 40 hours? Are you flipping a burger? Because no. Are you working 40 hours going underground risking your life? Yes.
If you have a high schooler's job and you work 40 hours a week, you should
I'm
not
a
be able
truck
to
driver.
afford a house, a nice car, and a nice place to live if you're flipping, burgers at a high schooler's job. I'm sorry, you guys are going to hate me, but if you're working a high schooler's job, you should not be able to afford a house or a car. It just doesn't make any sense. Not a nice car, at least. If you work at one of these high schoolers' jobs, you can afford an apartment with 5 or 6 other roommates. That sounds about accurate.
Yeah, not every job out there is meant to provide a living wage. It's just like where I went through Bojangles this morning, and then people are stupid because they want higher wages. Higher wages cost them a job, even though the guy I talked to at the drive-through said that it didn't cost a job. I beg to differ because a physical person, could be taking them orders instead of a artificial intelligence. They're actually kind of taking their orders from an artificial intelligence. I'd be damned if I'm taking orders from a robot. I hardly take orders from my boss now. How do you think it's going to be me taking orders from an artificial intelligence? It won't go as far as when I tell an artificial intelligence to go get fucked, but hey, I'll take
What
it.
is a living wage? You shouldn't be able to afford a brand new house or your own private whatever with a high schooler's job. I'm sorry, guys.
There's a lot of jobs out there that just people ain't willing to do. In my business, it's hard to find help. We're always hiring because it's hard work. Because it's hard work, it pays well. But nobody wants to work hard. They just want to go somewhere, run a cash register for 40 hours a week, or go flip burgers for 40 hours a week, and be able to pay for everything they got. And that ain't how it works.
It's not a high school job. It's minimum wage. I'm sorry. You should not be able to buy a house with minimum wage. In what world is that fair? The people that are laying concrete and building steel buildings by hand and truck drivers and all this actual work that's difficult, they should be
Mm.
able to get what they need. Buy houses, cars, etc. If you're taking orders in a drive-through, I'm sorry, you should not be able to buy a brand new house and a Mercedes Benz. How does that sound fair? And that's exactly what you guys want.
It's called it's called entitlement, self entitlement. They feel entitled to these things, and that ain't the case at all.
You can live off minimum wage. Like I said, you can do it. People do it all the time.
Yeah.
You can live with 3, 4 roommates, share a car, or get a used car. You can live off minimum wage. It's possible. You just got to get a little bit out of your comfort zone, softies.
Hey,
Try living
Rain.
with 4 or
Or,
5 roommates, sharing a car, or getting a used car. You can live off minimum wage.
hey, Rain. If you really want to see a real freeloading influencer, go check out Johnny Palmadessa.
That man hasn't posted in a couple months. He's too busy trying to get his liberal arts degree.
What do you
He's
do
gonna
with a
look up
liberal
and he's
arts?
gonna check. He's gonna look up and he's gonna check YouTube and he's gonna see me all over the front pages. While I
What do you
blow him to
do with a
death from
liberal
from.
arts degree?
I don't know. Let the chat tell you. I'm sure some of them have liberal arts degrees.
Come on, anybody out there, tell me what you do with a liberal arts degree. Oh, they become Nazis? I didn't know that. So you go get a degree in liberal arts, and when you graduate, you become a Nazi. That's scribble. That's good to know. Liberal light bulb.
At least he's getting a degree. So you're telling me it doesn't matter if you actually do anything with the degree as long as you waste your time and money. At least you got a degree.
See, that's the
That's
whole
it.
concept of you pass go, you get $200 mentality. Everybody gets a blue ribbon mentality, and that ain't how it works.
What do you do for a living, Jack? This guy says he has an arts degree and he makes 280,000 a year.
Do you sell poo poo paintings out of the White
Like
House?
Hunter Biden. No one's
Where
trying to
at?
block you,
Where do you?
buddy.
In what state do you make $200,000 a year making liberal art?
California.
Come on, I want to hear it. Which state?
He probably works as an investment banker since his liberal arts degree didn't pay.
Come on. Rain wants a scratch and sniff.
I'm sorry, but you're
New
not making
York.
two hundred and
Hey,
eighty thousand dollars a year
he
as a
said
graphic
New York.
designer.
He said New York. That's a funny, laughable thing right there because New York money don't go as far. If you could sell that shit down here in Tennessee, it would go a lot farther. But you're stuck up in New York where people buy that shit. There's a fella down here right now that is bringing home more money, keeping more money in his pocket. It's a less amount of money, but he keeps more money because there's less taxes. You get
He's
tax
paying
deductions.
50 or 60% in taxes a year anyway. And if he's in New York City, living cost is already $100,000 a year. My Discord is in my bio. You can join it.
Yes, I
Go
can
to
read
trade school.
Jack
It's way
Torrance.
better. You see your money. $100K in Florida is like $350K in New York. Just saying.
It
You
was
can join. You just
it wasn't on minimum wage, but the wages paid good enough back then that one person working could support an entire household. That's what feminism has got you all. Feminism has gotten you all to where everyone in the household has to work. Big win there, feminists.
There's lots of jobs coming in. If you want to argue about it, talk about it, discuss about it, drop some super chats. I will do that. I've told you guys 100 times to join my Discord if you want to debate. No one is scared of a keyboard warrior.
But when you
I don't
join,
know what kind of crack you're smoking, but it's coming out of Hunter Biden's pipe.
but Courtney, when you join Discord, you need to be respectful of one another because we don't keep trash in there. We've been showing trash the way out. So come in there.
I live in San Francisco, and it's embarrassing how much we pay just for rent. I'm not liberal. I think all politicians are failing us.
I wouldn't say all. I would say 75%.
If you
My
want
issue
to do it live here on video, I can't just click on your name and add you. You got to join the Discord if you want to get added to the video call. It's that simple.
Yeah.
His name is Dustley in the Discord.
Yep. I also answer to asshole. I don't get offended by asshole.
By the way, we got 135 people in the Discord.
My logic is right. Hard work does pay because nobody wants to do it. That's a fact.
But people flipping burgers apparently should be able to afford a brand new house and a Mercedes.
You know what? If you think flipping burgers is hard, come work at a construction road crew and shovel 400-degree asphalt on a 100-degree day. That's why that shit pays good. Don't even have to have a high school education for it. If you can come down there and you can shovel with everyone else, you're going to get paid good.
I don't care why minimum wage was invented. Even if you're right, my opinions aren't changing. You should not be able to buy a brand new house and a Mercedes with money from a minimum wage job flipping burgers.
If that was the case,
What
Graham,
fucking sense does
you
that?
would have no drive.
Huh?
You would have no motivation to ever do anything. These people that wants everything give to them from a minimum wage job has no motivation. That's their problem.
Minimum wage can afford an apartment for you. You just gotta get 3, 4, 5 roommates, depending what state you're in. Minimum wage can put food in your belly. So yeah, I can afford the minimum things for you. The very minimum.
Heck, Graham, I'm going to have to call it. My phone's getting low.
All right. Have a great Saturday, everyone.
You do
See
the
you, Eric.
same. And American Dad, American Patriot Dad, if you're out there and you're still in here, I'm looking forward to seeing you live. I'm gonna try and watch it. Okay, we don't need just my face on here all the time. Graham needs other faces, other voices, so they know that I'm not the only one. I'm not the only idiot out here.
How can you join the Discord? Link in bio. Click on my name, click on the links, and click Discord.
Yeah.
Pay your
So
alimony.
everybody have a blessed day. Thank you, Graham. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you. Any more questions or comments? Drop some super chats. If not, we're probably going to hop off here. Yeah, I think we're going to hop off here right now, guys. But we might go live a bit later. So talk to you guys then. Peace out.